Everybody's Fine was released in 2009. This is directed and written by Kirk Jones, and we have a cast including Robert De Niro, Drew Barrymore, Kate Beckinsale, and various others. Great cast, of course. Robert De Niro is brilliant. Unfortunately, though, the film itself it's fine at best. It's not that great, but De Niro's great, so I guess it balances out a little bit. De Niro plays a character called Frank, who has recently lost his wife, so he decides to travel to visit each of his children. And it relied on a good road trip aspect and interesting characters. And while neither of those aspects are badly done, I personally didn't care for either of them. In general, not a fan of road trip films or films where people are spending the bulk of the film traveling. I'm not that interested in it. And while they definitely made an effort to try and give it a lot of variety and to keep it engaging, for me, it just wasn't quite enough to be a good film. But as I said, it is fine. And the same with the characters. The characters are not the most interesting. Some of them are a little boring, but nobody annoyed me. Nobody irritated me. I didn't dislike anybody. And the performances are not too bad, of course. So this is aside from Frank. Frank, I think, is quite a likable character. I did, I guess, enjoy following his journey. But the other characters we meet, they're fine. They're okay. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just not that interesting. It does get a little emotional at times, but it's not too heavy. But that does help to keep it a bit more engaging when the emotions are not the same throughout the entire film. It does mix it up a bit, and having some kind of emotional response is a good sign, because it meant that I was engaged a little bit, if not entirely. We have some good lighting, some good camera work. The technical aspects are absolutely fine. And as I said, I do feel like they made a real effort to give a lot of variety to the narrative to try and keep it as engaging as possible. But for me, it just wasn't enough to make it a great experience. But it was a fine experience. And not every film is going to be amazing. And I did like De Niro. I did like his character. I did like his performance. So it wasn't the worst experience in the world. And if you want to watch it for whatever reason, then I'd say give it a go. It's not bad. I'm happy enough to recommend it as a one-time watch. It's not the most exciting, thrilling, or even the most emotional experience. But as I said, there were times when it was a little heavier. But in general, I guess it's okay. Everybody's Fine is fine. And if it appeals to you, then I guess I'm happy enough to recommend it.